Royce, you've had moments of fits and spurts where you've shown that, but to be able to do that for all 40 minutes tonight and just the man rebounds you got, just what do you think your effort meant tonight?
My focus is just going out, play hard. We knew Tech is a good opponent, and we wanted to just come out, fight, and we knew if we can out-rebound those guys and beat them on the glass, that we'll have a great chance to win. So that was my main focus, and that's how I went into it.
What did you think of just the overall effort?
Just the effort. I try to play hard every chance I get. So I just try to exceed my energy. I kind of started off slow in the first half, then got 2 quick fouls, but I just wanted to come out in the second half, bring my team energy, and I knew that's what it needed to take in order to win this game.
Is this your best game as a Longhorn?
I would say so. It's the best feeling.
So far.
So far, yeah, so far.
Speaking of good games, I mean, you've been really on a tear over your last 4. You keep setting new career highs every time out. It just feels like you've really kind of settled into your role as, the go-to guy when the team needs a bucket. You're there. I mean, you're taking them off the dribble for threes. Just how are you feeling right now from a confidence standpoint?
I feel good. Starting to find my footing a little bit, starting to get my feet underneath me again. My body's starting to feel really good, and the coaches are putting a lot of confidence into me to, be myself, be confident, and if I feel good about the shot, take it, and just always make the right play.
And what's it mean to you and the team when you see Royce and Brock just throwing their bodies around like that and causing havoc out there?
It means the world to me because, I joke around with them during the season. These were the guys I was on the practice team with, going against each other, and just to see that their hard work and their talent is finally being able to be displayed despite the adversity that we've been through. We know nobody expects nobody to be injured, but when you get that situation, you got to be able to step up, and these guys are making plays like they're supposed to.
Andrew, what were you guys able to do in that second half? You outscored them 38-21, but what adjustments did you guys make?
We just came out. We wanted to be the most aggressive team, take care of the ball. We had a lot of turnovers, unforced turnovers in the first half, and we got stops, multiple stops in a row, and and got a good shot on offense. We thought the game would go our way.
Andrew,
what do you think of Courtney's confidence on some of those shots?
Man, he was struggling. He was struggling with foul trouble beginning of the game, and second half came when he got to that free throw line. I was like, it's your time. Time for you to step up. And he's a very confident player, and those shots is nothing new. We see him make those on a regular basis. So for them to fall in the game in clutch moments was pretty impressive.
Andrew, obviously, in a lot of seasons, you don't want to boil it down to one game, but, hostile crowd on the road, in-state rival with maybe your NCAA tournament hopes in the balance. How big was this win for y'all?
Each game we play is always big, especially now we get into the crunch time. This was a great win for our team, and we still have 2 more games left to go into the season, so we need to continue this the streak that we got and just continue to take it to our next opponent.
We had that putback to put Texas up 4 with like 50 seconds left. Did you realize the weight and like how big of a play you just made?
No, I was just going out after. I had seen Courtney shot a little one foot floater, whatever you want to call it, and my mindset was just attack the glass, So whether it goes in or not, and then happily the ball bounced off the right time, right place, and I was able to put it in.
Brock, you start from the bench and you kind of get to see how things are going. Y'all looked a little unsettled at first, and took a while for y'all to settle down. How did you see it? How did you see the ebb and flow of the whole team today?
As a team effort, you're right. We did start off a little sloppy and slow because they were winning in the first half. But once we got a feel for the game and our guys started to gain confidence through shots, defense, and rebounding, it was just a snowball effect for the rest of the game, and we kept it through the second half.
Brock, what was it like to be playing in front of your grandmother who still lives in Fritch and your dad who grew up there? What's it like to have them in the stands for you?
It was an incredible experience because they don't get to go to that many games because of their age and the pure distance to Austin. So to be able to come here and play in front of her and my dad was incredible.
Definitely get a win.
Andrew, how would you characterize the crowd tonight and the atmosphere you played in?
This is a good atmosphere. I think one of the best in the country, or maybe even the league. Their fans really get into it, and regardless of the small play, air ball, turnover, or a shot for them, they go crazy. So I think we handled the hostile crowd pretty well.
Andrew, y'all gonna play your way to the NCAAs?
We're gonna do our best. We're gonna keep playing these next couple games. We're gonna keep fighting, and hopefully string some more games together.
Chuck, are you exhausted?
Yeah, I told Luke after it I need a nap.
Just tell me about the energy that you've shown these last few games. I mean, it's clearly ignited these guys.
Yeah, it's really more about them. I mean, they've given me energy. They've given our staff energy. Really proud of the fact that, you know, our guys have not flinched when we've had any adversity. You know, we've had some injuries. We've had some games that didn't go our way. The last game against Tech at our place was just an unbelievable gut punch, and they did a phenomenal job in the second half winning that game. But our guys have responded really, really well. They've practiced well. And, you know, today Donovan went out at the half. He just wasn't able to go. But again, they say win anyway, and that's what we try to do.
Coach, with Andrew, it's been well documented, kind of the journey he's
Yeah.
gone through off the court. But now I think double digits in 6 of his last 7 games. Is he finally turning back in a little bit to the player that you knew?
Yeah. I mean, this is it's a phenomenal story, and first of all, for him to even just to be out there and playing and competing after all the stuff he's been through is so much fun. But I think one thing that's really helped him is he's had a great appreciation for the fact that he is back and the opportunity that he does have, and he's really grabbed hold of it. And as you see, he's just out there playing with a lot of confidence. That's the Andrew Jones that we know. And you know, the exciting thing is he still has room that he can continue to get better. You know, he's just really a matter of months post treatment, literally chemo treatment. So really proud of him, the way he's attacking. We just need him to keep growing and keep contributing and pouring into his teammates.
Yeah, Shaka, obviously, Andrew is kind of turning into that role as the go-to guy, but what Brock and Royce were able to do for you guys. I mean, obviously a huge boost, but just what kind of energy do they bring to the team, just from an emotional standpoint, from a physical standpoint?
Yeah, well, those guys, they're our blue-collar guys, and when they lose themselves in the fight, they really play that way. We've for a long, long time been looking for guys that can be role players and be okay with the fact that there's an Andrew or there's a Courtney or there's a Matt that's going to have the ball in their hands the most. And I think that's what those guys have done, over this last stretch of games, just losing themselves in the fight. I left Brock in there, in the second half because just really trusted that he would play hard and attack and be aggressive. He did a really good job rebounding, had some huge rebounds for us. And Royce, 9 points is big for him. He came up with some big ones for us. That offensive rebound was as big as any basket we had.
You've struggled at times this year to get these guys to attack.
Yep.
And that's what they did.
Yeah, they sure did.
Is the message finally sinking in, or do you just hammer it home?
They've owned it. They've taken ownership. They've lost themselves. Again, I keep saying that, but when you have self-pity or selfish intent, or you get bored, any of those three things, you can't be aggressive. You can't be on the attack, and that's affected us at times earlier this year. And I think that's one thing that we've talked about that a lot as a program, but our guys have taken ownership of it ever since we came back from Iowa State. And I told those guys we have to choose how we respond.
Scored them 38-21 in that second half. What specific adjustments did y'all make at the break, if any, and what really went right?
The main adjustment was just try to ramp our aggressiveness up. If you go back 3 weeks, that's exactly what Tech did to us at our place, and it flat out won them the game. They were the aggressors in the second half, and they outscored us by a lopsided margin. So that's what we asked our guys to do. And again, the key is that our guys believed in it. In terms of X and O adjustments, we changed a couple things just because either they were guarding. That certainly game was not an offensive masterpiece either way. But guys just played extremely hard. We switched some more ball screens in the second half. Ramsey's tough to deal with either way, regardless of how you guard it. And McCullough is a load. That and one he had was a big play. But it wasn't so much X and O adjustments. We made a few, but it was more about our guys' mentality.
Yes. Coach,
Hostile crowd, hostile atmosphere.
Yeah.
Even though you've got the crowd going against you, do you feel like you still feed off of that energy a little bit?
This crowd is unbelievable here. The reality is anytime you go on the road and you're dealing with a hostile crowd, their interests are different than your interests. So there's going to be some, going at each other. I told our guys, we are going to play this game against Texas Tech's team, and their crowd's going to do everything they can to insert themselves in the game, and they did a great job of that. But we just try to have a level of energy as a coaching staff that our guys can feed off, and then we try to feed off of them.
You guys obviously finished in the second half to win the game, but in the first half to keep it kind of close with, I think, Matt with 2 and
Yep.
Courtney with 0. What were you guys able to do offensively to stay within striking range?
Well, making 7 threes helped. We made some shots. That you have to do that on the road. I thought we played pretty well in the first half until that last stretch of the game, a stretch of the half. I got a technical foul. It got away from us a little bit there. But I thought our guys defended really well up until that stretch. And, again, making 7 threes helps.
Chuck, is this team going to play its way into the tournament?
Well, we're just focused on today, man. We were able to win today. We were able to play well in the second half. There's still 2 weeks and a day, I believe, until Selection Sunday. So there's a ton of basketball still to be played. Obviously, as a basketball program, regardless of where we stand with all that, we have work to do because we have a big game coming up on Tuesday. So if we can play our best basketball and if our guys can stay connected around each other and put winning over everything else, then it does give us a chance to win big games.